So, there is a deep truth that needs to come to the surface to be healed within humanity. And this deep truth is our distrust in reality. We have a poor relationship with form, material, as a society, as a world. We have an unhealthy relationship with form. And we treat, even though we have an idea like the form is what's real, we think the form is real and it's just real and it's solid and it's just there. And we treat it poorly. Many of us do. But it's because we've created a world in which form is what protects you. Form is what keeps you safe. And yet it all costs so much fucking money, and we struggle to make money, or we trade all of our time for money so that the form can protect us and sustain us. But it's because we don't understand that what we really are, who we really are, is formless. Who we really are is the conscious awareness of God. Who we are is one with the self-awareness of God. Because you don't take the meat suit with you when you transition out of this life, when you die physically. You don't take this with you. It's not who you are. So obviously, who you are is not the form, right? We have to come to understand this and realize that we're not an eternal being after this. We're in eternity now. Sorry, I had to drink some more consciousness. Water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water with minerals. Yeah, it's good for you. Electrolytes. You need that shit. Lots of consciousness in what materially is represented in our body. It's all symbolic of consciousness. Everything is symbolic of consciousness. The fact that everything is a reflection of self. Energy is a way of understanding the material. But the truth is, it's all consciousness. It is more accurate to say that it is a dream world. But it doesn't mean that it's not real to us, because it's real to us as an experience in eternity. It's safe for us to be here. It is safe for us to be who we are. It is safe for us to know ourselves. It took humanity a long time to be able to accept, to have this much acceptance, is how I'm going to phrase that. To have this much acceptance of the truth reflected to us in Jesus, in Buddha, in Ram Dass, in Saint Germain, in Mary Magdalene, in Lilith, in Hathor and Thoth, and all these different other highest versions of us that we have to look at and recognize the power within of knowing that you're the creator. You're one with the creator. And And you are worthy of knowing the peace that brings you. It brings you such peace and wholeness in your heart. It feels so good connecting with God, to the God within, to know that you're not separate. You may just be living this one perspective, this one single focus perspective, where you get to put your focus on what lights you up, on what excites you, on what makes you happy, on what brings you joy. And when you put your focus on things that don't bring you that, you have the choice to have compassion, acceptance, forgiveness, because that other single focus perspective of you, a different perspective of you, doesn't know who they are, and maybe they're creating something that isn't so pleasant in their minds. Because that's what we're all healing from. We are sick of the mind because we don't know who we are. And we must allow ourselves to feel the sickness that is running through us. It's trying to heal us. It's trying to purify us, but we have to learn how to receive it. That's why COVID exists. That's why any illness and disease exists. Why do you think so many diseases have gone away? We've created, by need for survival, fear of survival, because we didn't know who we were, we've created the idea of something attacking us, that there has to be some cause for it, and it has to be physical. But we don't realize it's because we are intelligently designed. And the sickness is the physical purging of us remembering who we are. And we become more coherent in being able to think about it and talk about it and share it. And so this is a very expansive perspective on the true nature of knowing your oneness with Source, knowing you are the Creator. You are one with the Creator and all other creators. But the form isn't who you really are, because we are just one formless point of awareness. That's what Source is. A single, without any space. There's no space. It's just awareness. I am. I am. I exist. Close your eyes. You can actually, close your eyes and breathe and feel into your heart space. And you just focus your awareness there. And you breathe. And feel that single point of awareness. And that's God. God's right here with you, helping you on your journey. That's God. It's like the greatest virtual reality game of all time. But it's not all of the game is fun. It's not always a ha-ha funny game. It's like, sometimes it's a really fucking heavy part of the game, because what we're doing is we're experiencing an evolution of this consciousness. This consciousness birthed through humanity's perspective. And so in this universe, this infinite universe that we live in, this infinite and truly timeless, but continually expanding universe, is on these things called planets. Life starts evolving naturally. Consciousness starts evolving as life naturally on planets. Started as a single cell and worked its way up. We're pretty resilient. And as far as we know, humanity is the most highly evolved animal species evolving on Earth. And we are it. And we are one consciousness because we're one species. We're so closely related in the way that the Creator has designed universe, that we have designed this universe. We get to go explore it. We get to find species as they awaken, and we get to guide them. We get to guide them into self-awareness and self-realization, but it is done so in a way that lets them know they all have free will and gives them the opportunity to go through an initiation of sorts, which is a very sacred process of being allowed to evolve into self-realization from a certain point in what's known as the evolution of third density consciousness, if you want to use the law of one as reference, which is the raw material. And third density consciousness is about self-awareness, and it's about the soul that is naturally evolving into this timeless universe, which means that humans one day will be an intergalactic species and get to create lifetimes and explore and be human all over the universe. Like, that's why things like Star Wars or Marvel or, you know, all these multi-dimensional alien space stuff, it's all telling us of what is meant for us, is meant in this evolution that is playing out. It's not about like, ooh, aliens. It's like, I mean, that's cool, but but they're us, you know? It's like, they're just us, and some of us are them projecting consciousness here, called starseeds or wanderers. And that's really cool. It's really, there's a lot. I mean, there's probably billions of starseeds here? I would say probably. That's just a guess. It's a guess. It feels pretty aligned. But that's where, you see, how all this truth is connected. How us being consciousness is what explains us and what unites us. And when we understand that we are consciousness and that we are the creators, we can become, at a certain point, just totally and completely sold on the idea that I can choose love in every moment, and that's always going to be the best option. You know? Love is just, that's a choice. And sometimes love's gotta be loud and ferocious and raw. I am love. You know? I'm not going to fall for your delusion again. That type of thing, if you want to say that. But it's like everyone is sort of waking up, and it's making us sick, right? It kind of feels, you're nauseous a little bit all the time. Food it's like we have a weird relationship with food right now. And it's because we're trying to figure ourselves out, and we've taken on a lot of really negative opinions about the food that we put into us. And then we put it into us, and then we feel bad about it. And then we're making ourselves sick. And we're sick because we don't know who we are. We're sick because we're scared of death. We're sick because so many things. And our soul is pushing us gently, ever so gently, to just, come on, just wake up. Just, just be who you are. Just be an embodiment of Source here. Be an embodiment of your higher self here. And be the evolving human here. Just be all of it. And know that because you are the consciousness, you are the source of your healing. And the more coherent you become with the truth, with heart-mind coherence, with this purification of knowing who you are, it's all just a way of understanding it. Thinking about us from moving from carbon-based to crystalline body structures, cellular structures, That's just a way of understanding us coming more into harmony. It's a reflection. It's all a reflection. The more in alignment you are with the truth, the more you really know who you are, the more beautiful it all becomes. Because you know that you're already living in eternity. You're already unconditionally loved and supported. And you can trust that your journey is exactly what you need it to be. And it is always moving towards more and more and more love, which means it will be moving towards more and more and more truth, more and more abundance, more and more joy, more and more all of the things that you really want, more and more peace. All of the things that you want more of in your life, you're moving towards it. And it's because you've spent so much time in this life learning what you don't like and what you don't prefer. And all you have to do is decide, I no longer prefer those experiences. And I don't have to have them. And I get to be me everywhere I go. The stories don't matter anymore. I forgive myself. I forgive all of them. I forgive everything so that I can just be at peace with me. Because I am the creator, and because we all have free will, and because we are intelligently designed, we have to understand it is always safe to choose love. It is always safe to trust. It is always safe to surrender. It is always safe to be authentic, even if other people think you're weird. That's all right. I'll be weird. I'm okay with that. I could be way weirder. I could really, if I let loose, now I want to let loose another time. It's coming though. We're gonna at some point pop off maybe a little bit, just for fun, but it's just gonna keep getting better because it's fun. This is it's an enjoyable way to co-create, I must say. Love you guys a lot because we're one. It's a choice. I choose to love you a lot. You're beautiful. All right.